Hi. This is a journal from July 13th, the second one of that day. The Mayan day was 9 star or rabbit. It's called cloud watching from the Kingdom of Heart. You'd think I'd use my little cloud toy and so on, but I wasn't feeling up to par, and so I was hiding behind a lot of toys for a while, so I'll just be ye old talking head. I've got several live journals to upload, and I'm rather excited about that. Not about those journals particularly, but about the progress I see happening with being able to speak live to the camera. I know the day's coming when I'll be so comfortable you won't have to listen to me going on this way about it. Sorry, but that's just where I am, and these journals report on that. Moving on. I'm checking inside again to see if there's any movement on the Scribd side of things, the written journals. I don't want to lose them, and I suspect I won't entirely, but I just don't see how that's happening. We just have to trust and go with the flow, you know. We're not often treated to a view up ahead. It's not necessary, and if it is, we will be. Actually, we've decided ourselves to cut ourselves off from that view. It's distracting. It tempts us to be not here, not now. And that's an easy one to see. Think about it, though. What if every time you met or encountered someone, you had full conscious memory of all the other lifetimes, all the other encounters, the upsets, the fights, the wild love affairs, the giving or receiving of abuse or joy with this person? What then? Would that not color your current situation tremendously? And what would be the point of it? I don't know, of course, for I don't have that full remembrance consciously. So I can't report on what that's like, so I'll shut up about it. I try to stay solid and anchored here, not to get too theoretical, too past my own experience. It's mine that wants to know, though. It's mine that thinks, oh, that would be neat knowing all that. The thing is, anyway, that we do carry all of that knowledge, that remembrance. We just carry it below conscious recognition, usually. When we need something from the data bank, it comes up, or it can. It just works that way. We don't have to tend it. Do you beat your heart? Do you manage your endocrine glands' production of hormones? It just happens exactly as it needs to. If these things are out of sync, if they're ill and not flowing properly, then that's just what is needed right now. That contains the higher blessing for you, my dears. Yes, I know that sounds odd, but only to mind. The heart understands. Be in heart. Everything is perfect. If you can start from there, much deeper than just remaining on the surface, all life looks quite different. Being in heart is a major departure from mind land, my friends. And you cannot have the two together. They don't merge well. They don't merge at all. There's no trying to figure these things out with the mind. There are answers of a sort, but they're in heart. Until the mind takes a back seat, you're not going on this ride. You can even get it with mind. You can get it perfectly, and that doesn't help. This isn't that. I suppose mind can make some sort of sense out of these words I'm saying, but that's not what's being said, you know. Heart holds the translator of them. Have you ever had the experience, those of you that come up through or even may be in one of the religions, of reading something old and familiar in your sacred scriptures, then having a revelation, a new understanding about it? You've read that very thing many, many times, and you understood it. It's not that it was a great mystery to you, but now, all of a sudden, you're reading something entirely different and reading it into those same words. And that's amazing. You wonder how that could be that those same words can have such a completely coherent meaning, yet entirely different ones. And both meanings have depth. We write this off to the scriptures being divine, but I suggest it's much more than that. Well, I'm wandering here. Most things are challenging to put words around, to clothe in words. It's always such an iffy thing, writing words. You don't know how you're being received. Everyone lives in their own world, sees life in their own way, and it's just not possible to know how you'll be read and received. And it won't be consistently across different people anyway. Still, we're building a community here. The ones that reside and receive you in heart. That's the best, the very best that can be. It's from the heart that we're almost always, it's from the head that we're almost always misunderstood. Head and the mind does the best that it can. It's just not the tool for this job, that is all. Head is for calculating. Head is